It ain't perfect, but the album of the summer is here, everybody. That album just so happens to be Period by Kesha. But it's also the album that most resembles recession pop that we've seen in the mainstream for quite some time. So given that's been a topic of conversation on this channel, it seems only right we take a closer look. This album's rollout started quite some time back now, actually exactly a year from its release date being when the first single, Joyride, dropped. From that point forward, the rollout appeared a little rocky, but generally became more optimistic as things went along. There's a lot of ups and downs for the tracks that ended up on this album. You had a very poorly accepted one with Yippee-Ki-Yay, and a very accepted one, for example, with Boy Crazy. You even had an AI cover in the mix at one point, but even that got rectified later with a pretty solid alternate artwork for the track. And honestly, that rollout reflects the album as a whole quite well, now that we can look at the whole piece itself. If I had to pick one low point, it'd be what feels like her best attempt at hyperpop on the track Glow. Usually when a non-hyperpop artist tries to get a bit more into that style, it doesn't go over well, and I think this is another example of exactly that. On the other hand, however, that introduces the fact that this is a quite varied and diverse album, and on the flip side, we get great sounding ones, like the seemingly Daft Punk influenced Love Forever. Or even past that, I really wasn't expecting the emotional slow burn of a closer with Cathedral, or the more ambitious opener Freedom, both of which turned out excellent. As a whole, when you're listening to this one, it's not one that you're going to want to go in with a more analytic tone or try to dissect much. It's just one to have a lot of fun with, and that's why I say it's the album of the summer, because you can play this wherever you'd like, and so long as you don't take it too seriously, the vibes hit you so nicely. In fact, despite how much people don't care for it, and despite that I didn't even like the track at first, Yippee-Ki-Yay absolutely slaps on the aux and probably would in a party setting too. After a couple listens, I had that song or sometimes ones like Red Flag or Delusional stuck in my head for the rest of the day following. It's a very catchy album and that serves it well. So all things considered, this isn't one that's going to be some big statement or something very conceptual like we recently saw from Lorde, but you probably aren't going to a Kesha album for that anyway. You're more likely turning to Kesha for the upbeat, accessible tracks that are easy to turn your brain off and get lost in a little, and I think Period serves that up so damn well. So that's my thoughts on the latest from Kesha. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Remember to like and follow for more music-related content.